The new iPhones from Apple are finally here, but did you catch that there are a bunch of things they didn't really highlight or even mention during the launch? In this video, I'm going to dive into 4 things you probably didn't know about the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro. First off, let's talk about the displays. Apple made a big deal about how these new models have larger screens with more display area. The bezels are a bit thinner than last year's Pro models, but here's the scoop. There were strong rumors that Apple would roll out the new M14 OLED displays from Samsung, which are said to be way brighter than what others offer. For example, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra can hit a max brightness of 2600 nits, and the newly launched Google Pixel 9 Pro boasts a peak brightness of 3000 nits. So how does the new iPhone stack up in this brightness showdown? Well, just like last year, we're still looking at 2000 nits of peak brightness on these models. This isn't just a marketing ploy. Having a brighter screen is super helpful when you're outside trying to see your display. Sadly, Apple didn't up the brightness this year, and it looks like we might have to wait for the iPhone 17, which is rumored to come with a fresh design, to see that upgrade. Alright, moving on to the next, let's dive into the camera sensor. The main 48 megapixel camera on the Pro iPhones hasn't seen any changes. It's the same sensor as the one in last year's iPhone 15 Pro. What's fresh this time is the addition of a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera that aims to deliver more detail and better quality photos. Plus, both the Pro and Pro Max models now feature the same telephoto lens, giving you 5x optical zoom on both devices. However, there's a bit of a downside. The smaller Pro model no longer has the 3x zoom option. Many users loved that 3x zoom because it was just right, but now the iPhone 16 Pro skips from 2x to 5x, with only a 3x digital zoom that's cropped from the main sensor. And don't forget, the smaller Pro model still kicks off at 128 gigs of storage for $999. So if you want to shoot ProRes log video, you'll have to shell out for the 256 gigs version, which will cost you a bit more. Alright, now let's talk about charging speed. Even though Apple says their new iPhones charge faster, they actually take a little longer to juice up compared to last year's models, at least when you're using a wired connection. For instance, the iPhone 16 Pro Max needs about 5 to 10 extra minutes to fully charge compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max from last year, mainly because the new models have bigger batteries. There were some whispers that Apple would increase the wired charging speed to 40 watt, but that didn't happen. Instead, they upgraded the MagSafe charging to 25 watt, up from 15 watt in the previous version. Just a heads up though, the new MagSafe charger is sold separately, so the phone and cable you get in the box will still charge at the same speed as last year's models. To wrap things up, let's talk about Apple Intelligence. Even though Apple spent a good chunk of the event hyping up how this tech will enhance your experience with the new iPhones, the truth is a bit of a letdown. When you unbox your shiny new iPhone 16 in September, you won't see any of those promised Apple Intelligence features right away. A lot of them have been pushed back to December, and some might not even roll out in places like Europe. So, if you're thinking about grabbing one of these new iPhones just for the Apple Intelligence perks, you might want to think twice. So, I hope this video gave you some useful insights about the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, because I'll be sharing more content about these iPhones soon. And let us know if you are still willing to buy the new iPhone in the comments section, and I'll catch you all in the next video. And until then, take care.